who's the prominent voice for wanting to impeach Trump, and her evidence is completely Louise Mensch level crazy conspiracies. Let's go to Maxine Waters on, I think it was MSNBC it was, claiming, she's asked what's the evidence for Russia-Trump collusion. She literally says Putin invented the phrase lock her up and crooked Hillary. Here's the clip.
I want to define what you mean by collusion, because what you're talking about seems more circumstantial to me. Bank records, perhaps contacts that were of a nebulous nature. Who knows why Flynn was talking to the Russian ambassador? It could have been, it seems to have been about sanctions. Collusion to me is very specific. It means that the Russian government or actors within were trying to elect Donald Trump. But I want to know what collusion means to you, because that seems to be the standard by which you're saying he should be impeached.
Yes, absolutely. I am talking about strategies that were developed working with the Trump campaign. I really do believe that much of what you saw coming out of Trump's mouth was a play from Putin's playbook. I think that when you saw him absolutely calling Hillary crooked, the lock
was
her up,
my playbook, you dumb witch.
I think that was developed strategically with people from the Kremlin, with Putin, and I
called
think
the truth, dumbass.
Bank records. I think that you can
that other
see,
congressman thinks the
that visits
islands float.
to Moscow were made during the campaign by Manafort and others. I think it's a lot more absolute.
So you think the Russian government developed the talking points for the Trump campaign?
I think that there was a cooperation in developing strategy about how they could ensure that Hillary Clinton was not elected. They need Trump. Trump will be there.
By the way, she said this before, Paul.
That's what they really want to happen.
That's pretty much the end of it, Alex. Then they ask her if there's any actual evidence of real collusion. She admits there's no evidence. She claims that Putin came up with crooked Hillary and lock her up. He doesn't even speak English. This is absolutely insane, Alex, and this is on MSNBC.
Let's tell him you came up with a lot of this, and so did I, Paul. I mean, we came up with the truth.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you printed the T-shirts. I mean, we came up with that. There's another clip where she's talking about impeachment. Probably get to that after the break. But again, this is the woman who's the prominent voice for wanting to impeach Trump, and her evidence is completely Louise Mensch level crazy conspiracies about Putin inventing things.
And let's be clear, she's the enemy of America, not Putin. Not that we love Putin, it's just a fact. This is the woman who wants our guns. This is the woman who wants to bring in the Muslims. This is the woman lying constantly. This is the idiot that thinks Putin invaded Korea. She doesn't even know there's a North or South. This woman's a clear and present danger, as Kucinich already said. Jonathan Turley's come out. All the real liberals are horrified. Glenn Greenwald, Paul, you're taking over.
Let's get back into Maxine Waters now, who claims that proof of collusion between Russia and Trump is the claim that Putin invented the phrase lock her up and crooked Hillary. Yes, she actually said that, even though Vladimir Putin doesn't even speak English, but that's the bombshell evidence of collusion between Putin and Trump. No evidence for it whatsoever, but, you know, that's kind of the standard by now, isn't it? So should we really be that surprised? Now, there's also another video which has reemerged today from 1998, where she talks about impeachment of Bill Clinton in the context of impeachment representing a coup d'etat. Let's go to that video now.
Mr. Speaker and members, how must our American soldiers feel to have their commander-in-chief under attack while they are engaged in battle? They have the right to feel betrayed and undermined. Today, we are here in the People's House debating the partisan impeachment of the President of the United States of America, while the Commander-in-Chief is managing a crisis and asking world leaders for support. This is indeed a Republican coup d'etat. Mr. Speaker and members, Americans all, the Republicans will couch this extremist, radical anarchy in pious language, which distorts the Constitution and the rule of law. Bill and Hillary Clinton are the real targets, and the Republicans are the vehicles being used by the right-wing Christian coalition extremists to direct and control our culture. The rule of law has been violated in denying the president notice of charges, by the abuse of power in the collecting of so-called evidence and the denial.
Okay, let's leave it there. That's Maxine Waters.